Who's the clever girl?
I should make a video. Hey, you two. See what I did there? I wanted to make a little homage video to Jurassic Park, being that the new Jurassic World just came out. So we're going to be talking about the game that I found on Steam, Jurassic Park, the game, in case that wasn't obvious enough. I know it came out a while ago, but I only recently found it on Steam because I'm still learning how to shop on Steam, okay? Now, Jurassic Park was one of my childhood favorites. So when I saw the game on Steam, I was thinking, yeah, if I love the movie, this game's gonna be awesome, right? It was okay. It was good for what it was. There were parts of it that I really enjoyed, and then there were other parts of it that I just really wanted to just... Now, I think the T-Rex in the startup menu had a bit of a cult. T-Rex kept sneezing through the whole game. Speaking of T-Rex, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding about him. Let me explain. Most of the time when you see a T-Rex in movies, they're kind of, flowing solo. With other dinosaurs, they kind of run around in herds.
They do move in herds.
I think the T-Rex is a misunderstood animal. I think he's more like a puppy who's looking to be part of a pack and just wants to play. He just doesn't realize his own strength, and he doesn't understand how his teeth hurt people and things. It's like a vicious little psycho for this poor guy that he just keeps traumatizing himself. I mean, he's lonely, so he wants to be part of a pack or a herd, so he goes and finds a herd, and then he wants to play with them. Then he accidentally kills them, and then when he kills them, he's sad, so he binge eats by eating what it was he just killed. He's, the circle of life. But in his world, it's just a circle of trauma and a circle of loneliness. I've seen dogs play with their toys and food the same way that the T-Rex supposedly kills its prey. I tried to play with the T-Rex as much as possible because I don't want him to be lonely anymore. There were two dinosaurs that were our favorites in Jurassic Park, the T-Rex and the Velociraptor. They do not play fair.
You want some of what your buddy had? Behind you!
They really are a pack of bullies. Now, as you're progressing through the game, there's like these journal entries, and I don't really see the point of this journal. I'm sure they were going for two things. You get the impression that you're learning the insights of Dr. Laura Stupid. Who really cares what that doctor thinks?
Oh, Jerry, this isn't up for debate. We have to show InGen.
Look out! Get out of the water!
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I don't think she's really dead, because when I was at the store the other day, I found something on the shelf that seemed uber important to her.
Care for a lysine supplement?
No thanks.
The game is also trying to provide insights on the dinosaurs, because the dinosaurs themselves are characters. But we really don't need that because we've already seen the movie, so we know what they are and we know what they do. I struggled with the controls a little bit, mostly because I'm not very good with the keyboard yet. I'm not very affluent. I would be like slamming my finger on the controls and it would give me like an X mark, like, you failed, when actually I didn't. I was totally slamming on those keys.
I pushed up twice, you freak. What?
I find it very amusing that a lot of the times you would see the human characters, their death scenes, but with the dinosaurs it was censored. the plesiosaur or the velociraptor being killed. Oh, Oscar slowly being killed and pierced with a toenail. Just whatever. The little girl, I mean the child, we definitely have to show that on camera. I think there's a bit of a priority imbalance there. Or not. The controls was not my biggest annoyance though. I do have a bone to pick with the game. The conversations. They last forever. I know there are games out there that having conversations and dialogue is mandatory in order to work through the game or to pick up different nuances and clues in order to problem solve in the game. But here, I mean, it didn't really have any bearing on what was going on.
Fine, Jess.
You're right. I'm not always so, como se dice, talkative.
So those are my three biggest frustrations. The endless, pointless conversations that add no information, no relevant information, I should say. The inconsistency in the commands and the lack of the commands always being readily in front of you. They can be hidden, they're blocked, or they just flash so quickly. For those of us who grew up watching this movie, just really love Jurassic Park. It's a nice nostalgic walk down memory lane.
This might be the right file. This isn't the right file.
You didn't say the magic word.
There we go.
Hey, Nedry! You get stuck or something? Nedry, you deaf?
You had it with you. He came back to the car in a rush. He hit his head and he fell. If he dropped the can.
So my brother and I always enjoyed reliving the movie when we were playing as little kids. He would pretend to be a velociraptor and he would just stalk me around the house, tapping his toe or like his foot to simulate the velociraptor, and he would make just the most incredible velociraptor sounds. Problem was, is if he caught me, he actually did bite me. Thanks. Going to the movie for a second, there's a couple points that I want to make. One, has anyone seen Jake Gyllenhaal's shirt? I know he was only in the movie for a split second, so Alan could just totally slam dunk him in the ground with stupid questions, but I've always wanted his shirt. It takes me to my next point, because in the gift shop scene, you see all this merchandise, but I never saw it in stores. And I always wanted like one of those T-Rex stuffed animal things. I always wanted those red pajamas. I wanted those red pajamas specifically. You know what? I'm sure those pajamas were probably for boys, but I really don't care. I tend to wear guys' clothes quite frequently, actually. But I always wanted those pajamas, and I always wanted one of those lunch boxes. So what I need is I need somebody to go out there and find me the T-Rex stuffed animal, the red T-Rex pajamas, and one of those lunch boxes. Find them, tell me where they are so I can live the dream. Please let me know down below in the comments section what you'd really like to see me play next, or what you'd be interested in seeing me play next. Excuse me. Gonna let my husband know that he needs to get the dog. Nothing with my recording. But I really enjoyed this nostalgic walk down memory lane of my childhood, being able to sort of live one of my favorite movies ever since I was a kid. I can't remember if I actually saw it in theaters or not. I would have been, I think, a little over 3 years old. I hope you enjoyed my little theatrical homage to Jurassic Park. I really just wanted to do something special. Now I am cooking up a little surprise for you all for this winter, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm not going to tell you what it is though, because that would ruin the whole point of it being a surprise now, wouldn't it? I hope you, my YouTube big sibs, enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making more for you. So, hey you, see you later.
Well, I was planning on filming today, but just as I got out here, it started to rain.